Van Riemsdyk and Bozak will play tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mike, William was talking again about how much he enjoys going up against Pasternak. When you got guys who are playing their buddies, does that factor in when you're thinking about matchups and getting them out there against them? Or?
Well, I actually considered of buying one of those toys with the 88 and putting it in his stall everywhere so he'd take them on the road so he'd think he'd play against them every night. Obviously they're friends and want to be good against each other, and Willie's played great against them, so we expect Willie to have a big night tonight.
Like segment to segment, come out of California, now 4-1-1 since then. What have you liked about the last 6 games? Is there a thread?
Well, I think we played better defensively. And saying all that, I didn't mind us when we were in California. I thought we played well in 2 of the 3 games, and for a long period of time, we've played pretty well. I'd like us to play as well as we are defensively, and still understand that you can play offense at the same time and do it well. So we want to have a fine balance of both, and we think we can play heavier in the offensive zone. We think we can transition better, but we would like to continue to play well without the puck.
Do you like how Gardner's Lights have handled the game the other night?
Yeah, a different kind of matchup. Not heavy guys. Without him off there, they didn't have anybody at the net. So when you have someone at the net, it takes one defender away. When you don't have anybody at the net, it's easy for the goaltender, and you don't ever take a defender. So they were easier for us to play against that way.
Look at the team's 3-0 against Boston this season. What do you think's allowed you guys to have success there?
Yeah, I wouldn't read much into that. I think just sometimes schedule, sometimes just the way it goes, and every game, has been tight that way. I don't think there's much difference here. I think they're playing well right now. Obviously, Marshy's on a roll to say the least. Pasternak's on a roll, so they're 7-3 in their last 10 here, and they're playing well.
If you could take an aspect of Patrice Bergeron's game and gift it to your centerman, what would it be?
Well, his head, his drivetrain. He's smarter than anybody, and he's got an elite drivetrain. I just know you think players are good, and then you put them with the best players, and some people aren't as good, and other people are better. And Berger's one of those guys, even with the smarter guys, even when the game's going faster, because he's not a lead skater, his brain's that fast that he's that smart. He knows he just knows how to play. He's competitive. I coached him the first time when he was 18 at the 04 Worlds, and he was good right from then right through, and he just wins. He's smart.
Speaking of the Olympics, hopefully nearing a decision at some point in the next month here, Mike, but just speaking for yourself individually, how important is it, do you think, for the best players to stay in the Olympics, and what value do you see in that?
Right, I think it's really important. I think getting your name on the Stanley Cup is something you dream about. Playing for your country in the Olympics, playing best on best is there's no better event. It's just there is none. So to have that opportunity, I think it's important. I think it's important to showcase your game every year, just not to pick and choose when it's your turn you like to go. I think it's important, but I don't own any teams.
How much value do you place on how these guys are playing, and what for a lot of them is the biggest games of their lives in this last stretch and coming up?
Well, I think it's great. I think it's really good when you play well and you take notice. I thought the best thing about last game for us is until overtime, the scoring chances for both teams were none, 6-5. And they didn't get any, we didn't get any. And so to me, what that was good message is Chicago's not just about a bunch of high-octane guys out there racing around. They play without the puck as good as anybody in hockey. That's why they got 3 cups. I thought that was a great message for us. When we played Pittsburgh early in the year and they were Stanley Cup champions, we went through how they played without the puck, so it was a good message for us. Boston's playing good right now. Here's another opportunity, and obviously it's not hard to figure out in the standings. It's an important game tonight. So it's only important because we've put ourselves in a situation for it to be important. We earned that right, and now we got to keep digging in.